students, in economics you have learned about the story of Palampur, and you have seen that the most people living there are farmers, and their main occupation is agriculture, and there is also distribution of land among the farmers uneven. Some are big farmers, some are middle farmers, and most of the farmers are landless, and they perform job or agriculture practices in others' farm, and against this they get wages for their functions or work, and their condition is very miserable. Today you will read about production and factors required for making production. Production is the creation of utility among anything. So if there is creation of utility and services in anything or a person, that is called production. And this production is essential for our development and rise in our mode of living. It makes our life easier and comfortable, and it provides everything required in our life. So production is essential. But what factors are responsible for making production, or what factors are required for making production, you have to understand here. The first is land, second is labor, third is capital, and fourth is entrepreneur. So these are the four factors which are essential for production. First is land. You have learnt that land is a natural resource. It is provided by nature as a free gift to human beings, and this land is required for every human activities. Either it is agriculture, either it is industry, either it is infrastructure, either it is mining, either it is forestry, either it is dairy. All have requirements of lands. If you start any business, either shopping, either malls, either dairy center or catering store, you have requirement of land. So without land there is not any existence of production. Second is labor. Labor is required for making production. These labors are of two types. One is manual labor and another is mechanical labor. So either manual labor or mechanical labor, both or one of them is must for making production. And third is capital. Capital means everything which have capacity to get money in exchange, get money by exchange of this, and this capital may be land, this capital may be buildings, this capital may be pocket money, and this capital is also machine and tools. So these capital are divided into two parts. One is fixed capital and another is working capital or running capital. So capital are of two types. One is fixed capital and another is running capital or working capital. Running capital or working capital. Working capital. So these two capitals is essential. Fixed capital is such capital which is fixed in a particular place and in a particular function, and it cannot be exchanged. As for example, the capital deposited in land, capital invested in buildings, capital invested in machines and tools, and these capitals cannot be exchanged into money whenever required. So these are fixed capital, and any other functions and any other production practices cannot be done by these fixed capital. Second is running capital or working capital. It includes the capital which is in the form of pocket money or cash money, and it is the capital which is invested in raw materials. These pocket money or raw materials can be exchanged whenever required, and money can be exchanged, and this money can be invested in other production practices. So these are working capital or running capital. And fourth is entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means trainer. If you make any job, you have requirement of some training. As for example, if one likes to have sewing clothes, he have requirement of training, how to cut clothes, how to sew clothes, what shape and design would be liked by people. All these are all these are required training. And so for making any production, we have a requirement of entrepreneur who teaches how to make production. And these are the four factors of production. You have learnt that in Palampur, the main occupation of the people is farming, and this farming has requirement of all these, and there is always the intention of the farmers to grow more and more yield to sell in the market and to fulfill their own requirements also. Our population is always increasing, but the area of land is limited, and it cannot be expanded or enlarged, and so there is requirement to get more and more yield to fulfill our ever growing population from the limited area of land. This is requirement of our farmers, this is requirement of our country, and for this there is scientific farming now in the farms by the farmers, and these scientific farming requires HYV seed, there is requirement of fertilizers, there is requirement of cultivators, rotavators, and there is also requirement of irrigation facility, and there is also requirement of insecticides and pesticides, and there is also we have now different cropping season as Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. Before Green Revolution there was only one cropping season, and that was the season of Kharif, but now we have Rabi and Zaid also. and there is also multiple cropping, and this multiple cropping means more than one crops are grown in our field in a year, and there is also at a time more than one crops in a single farm. And this intensive farming causes loss of fertility in the soil, loss of nutrients in the soil, and it also disturbs the structure of soil by the use of fertilizers. Some soil becomes acidic, some soil becomes basic, and there is also loss of fertility and nutrients, and if it has been practiced for a long time, there would be no fertility and no utility in the soil, and this soil would be useless in coming future, and so our coming generations interest would be exploited, and this is not called sustainable development. So we have to make a sustainable development by storing more and more nutrients in the soil, and also maintain the fertility of soil, and on the same time we have requirement of more and more yield also. So this is required, this is essential, that we must conserve our soil, its quality, its fertility, so that there may be also yield in coming future, and the future generation interest must not be exploited. Same time there is also requirement to use more and more organic compost, as for example manure and compost, and green compost to aid the fertility of soil and to maintain a structure of soil, and there is requirement of less use of fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides, because they pollute land, they pollute environment by releasing toxic gases, and they also mix with the rainwater and store in water bodies and makes water pollution also. So we have to control the pollution generated by agriculture also, either it is land pollution or either it is water pollution or air pollution. So this is also requirement. In our India, in the decade of 1960s, 70s, there was Green Revolution, and Green Revolution means the unexpected increase in the yield of wheat and rice, particularly by the use of HYB seed and modern inputs of farming and modern machines and tools. This green revolution has made India self-dependent in food grains, and now we have no any requirement to depend on others for food, and our government has a large store of food grains in our godowns by FCI, and our government is now sufficient to fulfill the requirement of our enlarged population for more than 5 years if there is a failure of crops. And so much stores are due to Green Revolution. This Green Revolution was first introduced in the state of Punjab, Haryana and modern, western UP. And after then there is every time expansion of this Green Revolution, and now whole over India there is Green Revolution, and there is high yield in our farms. But now we have to read that agriculture is not ever time job. it is seasonal. It means there is work in our field at a particular season, either it is sowing season or either it is harvesting season, and in out of season there is no job and there is no income. So our farmers, particularly landless farmers, have higher requirements of non-agricultural job, so that there may be income in out of season also, and they will have not to migrate to other countries or other states. So there is a requirement to increase non-agricultural economic activities, means such activities which are earning activity, which have income of money but they are not dependent on agriculture. This type of activity is like tailoring, this type of activity is like shopping, this type of activity is like transportation and basket making, bidi making, and different domestic industries also. And for this there is requirement of, first of all, this fourth factor, entrepreneur. It means trainer who will train our villagers how to make such type of production, such type of business and earn money, and be employed self, and also provide the employment to others. And at the same time there is also requirement of capital, because our villagers have no their own capital, and they have to dependent for capital on money lenders, businessmen and merchants and relatives, friends, to get capital for making their any business and industry. So the government must provide them capital on lower interest by the banks and cooperatives, so that they must not have to trap in the hand of these informal loans by the money lenders, businessmen, merchants, etc., and have to pay higher interest for this. And there is also requirements of electricity, there is requirements of transportation facility, there is requirement of infrastructure such as roads and metal roads, which may be useful in every season. And if all these are provided easily by the government with supportable or favorable government policy, then there would be increase in non-farming jobs, and our farmers are maybe dependent on oneself for their requirements, and they would not have to migrate to other states and other countries for getting job. So this is required in our village, either it is Palampur or the village of your own and your neighboring village.